What's up, everybody? This is your girl CC with Where It Begin Magazine, and we have a special guest on the line. Well, we have a special guest on the line today. I want y'all to introduce yourself for who y'all are and what y'all do. Who want to start first?
My name is Wendell Sawyer, original member of Blue Magic, and I'm born on Aquarius and having a great time.
Okay. Go ahead.
I'm Robert Williams, member of Blue Magic, lead singer. Been a member for 8 years, and again, we're enjoying life.
And I'm Fernando Mo Key, member of Blue Magic. I've been with them for 15 years now, and I sing first tenor, second tenor, and some baritone if needed. I'm born under the sign of Libra.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right. But I definitely want to say congratulations because this is y'all 50th anniversary out here.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's that dude's 50th anniversary. He's an old cat. and founding member.
Yeah.
See, he's being modest. He letting it all out.
Well, first I want to start off with Blue Magic. Where did that name come from? You know, what's the meaning behind the name Blue Magic?
The meaning behind the name of Blue Magic. First, you have blue, which the aura of the body, changes colors on the mood of the body.
Mhm.
When the spiritual is blue. Magic comes from the word magi, which were the three wise men who went to see Jesus. They were called magi. So you have the name Blue Magic.
Mhm.
Okay, all right. And y'all also got a new album that came out, right? So let's talk about that. I'm so excited.
The one Butch produced by Butch Ingram. Hey, it's out there, right? Yeah, it was produced by Butch Ingram, fabulous producer from South Jersey, Philly area. So he put it out there 2 years ago, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, 2 years ago, 2020.
20. Mhm.
So let me ask y'all, what can we expect for 2022? What can we expect from y'all for this year?
A lot of good things, we're working hard, checking the album out, and we still love to perform. Can't stop for some reason. We're going to be doing our best to make everybody happy.
Mhm.
Amen to that. Amen.
Amen.
And y'all are on tour right now, right?
Mhm.
Not quite.
Not yet.
We're getting ready for some dates.
Mhm.
We start out in Manhattan, New York next month, April 16th.
Mhm.
And then from there, we have some dates set up. And so we'll be everywhere. We'll be a little bit everywhere.
Okay, I can't wait. Let me know when y'all come to the A. So, I definitely come out and support that. Y'all come to Atlanta.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah. Love Atlanta.
Yes.
Yes.
That's our second home.
Okay. Definitely. But what do y'all think is missing in today's music from then to now?
Oh, Jesus.
Mm.
Well,
Who want to go
That's it.
first?
Here's Mo.
She went out.
well, listening to today's music, they got some good artists. I think the music, I'm not going to bash the music. I'm just going to say it's what's happening in this time. Will the music transcend? That's the issue. You take music 40, 50, 60 years ago, and you're still hearing it right now, But the artists you have today, they'll blow up today, and tomorrow you don't know them. Yeah. And the music dies along with it, But, you know, I definitely think the way the writers are writing music now and the way the music is geared to affect the ear of the public is different than the way it affected the public 50 years ago, because the music was about relationships, real love, and touching the hearts and relationships of people and where they are, and stories that was told. Songs had stories in them and they told stories, and the songs now don't tell stories that are positive. You know, they're bashing stories. They're one sect going against another sect, you know, one group against another group, you know. But the music back in the day, you know, it expelled love and what it was about, you know, and what happens when a relationship fails, and what happens, you know, and what causes a relationship to fail. You know, you could deduce a lot of things from music back then, you know, which was healthy. And that's why I believe that that music continues to go on, because it speaks into the person himself or herself.
Yeah,
Mm,
definitely.
I agree with that.
Something to say about that. And the music that we did was like what Mo said, talking about relationships, everything good and positive. Today's music is geared on sex. That's what I see by young people, that what they're doing today. They took the relationships and turned it into, you know, I want booty, I want this, I want that, I want this and that. And it's not giving anything wholesome to the people. Now the public put that out there. The owners of the record companies and stuff like that, they want to put something negative out there.
Right.
And people pay for it. You know? So today's music won't live as long as ours. Because we did soul music. We had 40 people playing on the track itself. And that's the soul of that person on the track. Now you got one person turning knobs, giving them computerized music. It's not real music. You know, you have other people they just messed up.
Exactly.
And it's the message, and you know, for anybody that's listening out there right now, you know, I know everybody's trying to make that money and then get that paper, as the young boys say.
Yeah, right. They
But
get it too.
you know, all money is not good money, you know, and if you have to sell yourself, you know, I think you really need to take a second look at that, because the messages that's being put out there, those are the messages that they want to convey, because they want to keep you where they want you at. So, and you know, it's just where it is. So I just, you know, the message for them is to, you know, really, you know, search yourself and see if that's something that you want to be attached to your legacy. Okay.
That's right.
Yeah.
I agree to that. But out of all y'all music and everywhere y'all perform, what is your favorite song that y'all like to perform on stage together?
I like Stop and Start. I
Mm,
want to stop and start all over again.
Yeah.
You know,
yes.
that really relates to what we're doing.
Yeah.
What people can do to stay together.
Mhm.
You know, you stop and start it over again.
Right.
Don't run away.
That's
Got a
right.
problem. Leave, start it over again. That's my favorite.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. My
Grateful.
favorite is. I think my favorite is Grateful.
Oh, I was. Yes. Mhm.
Yeah. I think my favorite Blue Magic song has been "Teach Me How to Love." I think that was the first song, Blue Magic song, that I memorized the words to when I was younger. Some way that song gravitated to it. So that's my favorite. Mhm.
And yes, those two, Grateful, Teach Me First and Grateful was my favorite two songs. Of course, the big hit was, you know, Sideshow, and that's what we saw. I know me personally, I remember watching it, you know, on the floor in front of the TV back in the 70s. Saturday morning on Soul Train. 1973, 74, somewhere.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah, I was a young teenager then.
Yeah.
And, hey, look, a little quick story on that. I used to, older brother and I used to sit in front of the TV to watch Soul Train because the dancers wore skirts and we thought we could see up under the.
Oh, you silly boy. You silly boy.
Yeah, but those are my favorite. But all the songs that Blue Magic performed, that the songs that they produced and put out, those I didn't find out a bad song. They were all songs that you can get a message from and that you could listen to. A lot of them didn't make that top 10 or top 20 or top 50 or top 5, but some did. But to me, all of those songs are number one.
You're
They
right.
had messages in them.
That's
Okay.
Yeah.
right.
And it's all about what they push. And and if you listen to those songs, and a lot of the fans, you can hear it in their voices when they they call out for songs, and you're like, I didn't even know they knew that song existed. It's like,
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
no, that's a B side. But
Yeah.
it's what the song spoke to them at that point in time. And the fans, they are who they are. The thing about Blue Magic, when we go out to perform, we can go to different places in the United States or in the world, and you'll find the audiences a wide variety. They could be
Yeah.
young 20, baby
Mhm.
boomers to millennials, or to
Hispanic,
Yes.
and then
Mexican.
it's Africans, Hispanic. Our
Yeah.
biggest following on the West Coast is Hispanic.
Figure that
Wow.
out.
Yeah.
Figure that out.
You go,
Figure
yeah.
that out.
And they come with Blue Magic original albums, old albums,
Vinyl.
and they come with
Blue
it all.
fans.
And they learn from their parents, and they give you these stories. Those are the times that on the road are very fulfilling for me, because you get to see the people and hear their story of how they
Right.
became fans, and which
Yeah.
is a testament for the gratefulness of God to the group Blue Magic.
Amen. Mhm. Yeah.
We had a little problem back in the day. We did a show with Ike and Tina Turner in Europe,
Okay.
and the crowd liked us so much, they kept shouting Blue Magic when Ike came on. We had 45 minutes in the beginning. Then he said, I want you to do 40. So we did 40, same thing. Then he went down to 30, we did 30, same thing. Then it took us to 15 minutes on stage. And we still got the report from the people, Blue Magic. So he kicked us off the tour. Now we couldn't fly back because we was in London back in the days, and you had to stay where you were. We just heading for Berlin, and he took us off the show. Our management went to the record newspaper over there in Europe and put in the paper, Blue Magic took the show from Ike and Tina Turner. Ike kicked us off the tour. Ike didn't like that. So the word came back that he blackballed us from that day on with our albums and stuff like that. The mom and pop stores were playing us, radio stations.
Mhm.
They were playing us, but when they got the word from Mike not to play us anymore, they stopped playing us. So those songs that you're talking about were all hits. They were all hits. The second album was a hit. It went gold too, but something came in to stop all of that.
Mhm.
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 Mm. Oh, wow. I know y'all have plenty stories of all this. But I want to ask each one of y'all the same question, if y'all can go in any order y'all want to. But if you can go back and talk to your younger self, what would you tell that? What would you tell your younger self?
You mean about the music business? Or
Right.
what?
What
In life general, if you could just go back, way back, and tell your younger self anything about the industry or anything you would like him to know, what would you tell him?
Mhm.
Wow.
Yeah.
Thing would be major thing would be get more education as
Yep.
far as like publishing, writing,
Mhm.
management, lawyers, accountants, and all that stuff. We went in with just the idea of business. We figured we'll give it to the white man and he'll take care of us. No, you have to know what you're doing yourself. You can sing and everything else, but if you have no interest or knowledge about the business itself, you get caught up in a lot of bad stuff. So I would tell myself, learn as much about the business part. It's a 10% show and 90% business. That's the way it is.
Yeah.
And I will learn the business part of that thing that's going on. Okay. Okay.
So,
Yeah, that's what I was telling myself.
yeah.
And and myself as well, I concur with Wendell on, to piggyback on what the things he said, definitely to learn that, learn the business aspect of it, educate yourself on the business aspect on it, you know, and really, you know, put yourself in a position where you don't need, you know, that means start building your own reality, you know. See, we always walk on the reality of other people. And I'm just going to say other people, and we shouldn't walk on the reality of other people because that's their reality. We were individually created differently. We all have different fingerprints. So I would, you know, teach myself, you know, to learn how to build on what I was created to do, you know, and not live in somebody else's reality and not expect somebody else to live in my reality, you know. And when it comes to music, we have been chosen to live in somebody else's reality, and that's just not what's happening. You just think about it. If we were to all go to one separate country, let's just say it starts with A, and start our own music, what would happen to the music industry? Right? If we were all to do that. So what I'm saying is we need, you know, to first learn to come together, you know, and try to build those relationships among each other where we can build our own entities, you know. And that's what's important because that's what controls everything right there. You know, to have that controlling vote, you know, meaning that's your word. So I agree with Wendell on that, and just to be able to grow in what you're doing, you know, would be my advice. Some young people, you know.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree with, I concur with both gentlemen. I think I would tell my younger self to pay attention, you know, pay attention to the dangers, you know, be aware and pay attention to the red flags and pay attention to the people who try to use you, you know, use your talent, you know, use your gift, you know, for their own means and purposes, you know, and you know, and be aware, you know, pay attention to the, you know, the obstacles, you know, because a lot of times we're set back in our careers, we're set back in our goals because we don't pay attention to what's going on around us. You know, we get tunnel vision, but we're not aware of, you know, the things that are coming at us to stop us from really, you know, attaining to what, you know, God would have for us, you know. So we kind of put ourselves back in some respect, you know. We got to pay attention to the evil that's around us, you know, to the things that are around us that, you know, will hinder us from reaching our goals. So that's what I would tell my younger self, you know, pay attention, be aware.
Okay, all right. I like that. I like that. Well, let me ask each one of you this. Now, and I know y'all been in the game. Woo! Oh, this y'all 50th anniversary. So y'all been in the game a long time. But out of everything, out of all the places you've been, what is the most memorable one that just kind of stand out to you that you could share with us today?
I would say Manila. We went to Manila. Went to Manila and it was great. People couldn't speak English, but they understood those words from the song for some reason. I don't know, but they really did. And that's a rich country and a poor country. There's no middle. You know, you're either rich or poor. And to go by and see these people, you know, and living in this shack. There was about 5 of them that came out of the shack as we rolled by going to our place. And they were waving and laughing. And we looked at them and said, wow, they're waving and laughing. And look what they're living in. They had the fish in the pond, the lake right behind the house. They had no water running. They had no toilets. They had nothing but shack that they lived in. And most of the country was based on that part. And they were grateful that we came there. and they showed us a lot of love. So my place would be Manila, you know, in the Philippines.
Mm. Yeah, yeah.
Okay. And what about y'all two?
I think my place would be Canada, Toronto, Canada. We did a Jamaican festival up there, and I didn't know Jamaicans knew, you know, Blue Magic. No, you know, that was a surprise to me. And they showed us a lot of love, and they showed us a lot of respect, even though it was a Jamaican festival, a reggae festival. Still, they showed us a lot of love, and they knew the songs, and really, you know, showed a lot of respect and honor, you know, to the group. So, yeah, that was a surprise to me. That was a great experience.
And likewise for me, you know, Canada was one of the you know, places that I really remember being a really good, warm, loving, because it was just so, it was so many people, and it was, you know,
Right.
you know, and that's who put it on, you know, just to know that, you know, that they were so into the music. But yeah, Canada, but all the, you know, pretty much all the places that I've gone to, I've enjoyed it because I enjoy what I do. You know, I don't have like a, you know, if they told me to go to a barn and stand on a table or a bar and sing, I'll do it. You know, I just love doing it. So, you know, I don't really have like a special place, you know. I mean, a lot of places that, you know, I really like, you know, I mean, you know, we have the audience is from all over the world, you know, and they respond to Blue Magic differently, you know, but all positive. That's what I found. They've all been positive. So me personally don't have a special place, you know, although I do like, you know, them warm weather climate places like the West Coast, you know, South America.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Hey, how about the 10 people show that we did down in Asbury Park a couple of years ago for Bill Brown?
Oh, geez.
We did a show at a hole in the wall,
Oh, God.
a storefront. It was a storefront.
He had the money. First of all.
He had the money. He had the money, but it was a storefront, and it was like 10 people in the place. But that was one of the best shows we did, though. We gave him a personal show. 10 people.
It was so up close and personal that we were on top of them singing. We were doing choreography in between.
This was before COVID.
You're supposed to put every show in it and give y'all best show ever, whether it's only one person or millions of people. So.
Exactly, because if they hire you, I don't care if they're hiring you for a house party.
That's
you
right.
have to do a job, and you come in and do your job. That's what I say. Everywhere I go, I just enjoy performing, so it doesn't matter, you know.
Yeah.
Yes. But at the end of my show, I like to do a fun fact. Usually I ask a question, my co-host asks a question. So we're gonna go into the fun fact part. Nothing too hard. So it's gonna be a question. Y'all just, you know, give me your best answer. All right, so the first one would be, if you was the president, what would be the first thing that you changed?
What?
That's
The
definitely,
president.
yeah.
What was the first thing you changed?
Healthcare.
Yeah, what would be something, the first thing that you would do? What would you change?
Universal healthcare for everybody.
Okay.
You can send $1 billion or so over to the Ukraine. You can have universal healthcare here for your people.
Okay.
I might get assassinated for doing it, but it's gonna be done.
Okay, but that's a good one. What about you, Sue? What would y'all change? What would be the first thing that you change?
When he said that, what I was thinking that come to my mind was it has something to do with healthcare. Is the pharmaceutical systems and way things are being formed out, so to speak. Yeah, I would change the way things are done within that system, which is the pharmaceutical system. And, you know, I think it's just out of control, and it's gotten out of control because, you know, a lot of things that, you know, we are given, we are being tested on, you know, with these medications. And these medications will do more harm to you than they will do good to you over the long run. So we have to fix that particular system, but it's gotten so big now because it's so, you know, global, and it's I mean, it's a massive thing when it comes to cash flow. So that I would change because we were all created, you know, from the dirt we would come, and from the dirt we're going to go, to the dirt we're going to go. And this earth has everything that we need. This planet is full of everything that we need, but we'll kill it off just like we'll kill each other off, you know? So, and I'm saying I'll change that right there. Like, look, let's just stop right now killing the planet, and let's use the planet to survive.
Amen. Amen. And what about you? Because you over there thinking while they talking.
Yeah, well, this one, I would take the white people and move them out of the country and leave the country all black. I'm sorry to say it, but that's the way it happens. You can change the medical and all that other stuff. They're gonna fight you on that. But we get rid of the ones that causing the problems, then we can have a better system here. And I hate to say it, but that's the way it is, man. You know, it was a black country, it was a black civilization. Blacks were here first. We don't want to hear that. And I think that we should have our own country. You know, so I would move them out and start over.
To ride on the, what Wendell just said, that means we have to change the thought process of the people. Because we have just like healthcare, just like medicine, we have been bamboozled to believe that medication will help us. No, it won't. It's going to harm you. That's not what your body is designed to break down. Okay, so just like that, let's go to the history. How our minds we have been brainwashed, and I agree with you on that. You know, that don't mean that. I mean, I'm not saying that. Well, we just gonna kick them out. You know, because you know they're persistent people. They will still try. But being a president, I would like try to change the whole process of education and how we being educated, how people are being educated, to believing that one person is all good, and that is not right. When that is definitely not right.
Right.
I gotcha. Okay. All right.
Because
okay,
that
so
conversation could go.
I gotcha. But those are some good answers. Okay, so going to my next question. If you could change places with one person for just one day, 24 hours, who would it be, and why did you choose that person? Oh yeah, I have to get y'all to think a little bit now.
One person.
Yeah, just for 24 hours, one day. If you could trade places with one person. And it could be a woman if you wanted to change places with a woman. But it could be man or woman, but just one person for one day.
Well,
dead or alive?
Either or, whoever you choose. If you could trade places with them for one day, and you could pick somebody that was dead back in the time, but why did you choose that person? Why would you change places with that person for that one day?
I would say Muhammad Ali.
Okay.
It was the stuff that he did. It wasn't just boxing. He was into the political aspects of life and helping his people and stuff like that. So he was a man that I really adored, and I would like to be here for 24 hours.
All right. What I trade places with? You know what? No. I think it would be. I think it would. I'll say like Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson. Yeah, and if I was him for 24 hours, I'd take that 24 hours and change my whole persona, change my persona, you know. Um, I would change back to try my best to change back to the person that was born into this world, you know, instead of, I would try to revert back to the person that Catherine and Joe gave birth to, you know. So, yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
Mhm.
You know, that's a hard one, man.
Yeah.
Woo, that's a hard one. I would say Malcolm X.
Mm.
I would say
Okay.
Malcolm X for a day. I would just want to know what he had to go through. What was his thinking? What was his plan? You know,
Mhm.
on that specific day and time, you know, when he made a decision to do the things that he did. But yeah, I would like that one day, 24 hours, just to get that feeling. Mhm.
And it's funny you picked him because I just read his book. I actually, that was the book I picked out for February to read. So it was very interesting. I think I
Mhm.
read it years ago, but I went and reread it. I'm a bookworm, so it was really, really good.
I would like to read that again too.
Yeah. What's the name of that one?
The autobiography,
It's his bio. Yeah.
Yeah,
autobiography of Malcolm X. Mhm.
Yeah.
yeah.
It's really good.
I'm
But
actually-
before we get off and everything, can y'all, is there one message y'all would like to give y'all fans right now?
Education. That's the biggest part of this business is education. You think you know what you don't know. What you don't know, they're not going to tell you.
Mhm.
Your managers or whoever it is not going to show you or tell you anything about the business of music because of the money. It's about money. You don't know, I'm not going to tell you. So I would say get as much education as you can to understand how this business operates and how it runs. And I mean, things you might not know, the publishing, management, and everything. Learn everything you can.
Yeah.
Don't jump in there and think that you got the idea that singing will get you through and you'll be happy. No, it won't. All artists out there that came before us and now are getting ripped off. They changed the laws and everything else. So I will learn as much as I can about the business of music.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
And what's one message y'all would like to give y'all fans?
And I
We
would
love
like,
you.
yeah, I would tell, you know, the fans that, you know, make sure that your life is balanced. Have a well-balanced life. That means knowledge, wisdom, understanding, spiritual life is balanced, you know, physical life is balanced, mental life is balanced. Make sure you live a balanced life and create your own reality.
Yes.
Don't live under the reality of other people. You know, create your own reality. Enjoy life. Today is the day. Yesterday has passed. Tomorrow we don't even have a clue. So deal with today.
Amen.
That's what I would tell them.
Yeah. Last but not least, I would tell them to, you know, find out what your purpose is in life and pursue that no matter what, especially to the young people, you know, pursue your destiny, pursue your purpose while you have the strength and energy. Don't waste or don't squander your youth on things that will tear you down and will kill you. Will definitely kill you. But pursue, if you chase after anything, chase after your purpose and fulfill it while you have the strength and energy.
Awesome. Well, I definitely want to, oh yeah, before we get off, also, can y'all shout out y'all social medias and where everybody can find y'all?
Yeah. Everybody can find the legendary Blue Magic on Facebook and on Instagram.
Okay.
Okay. IG and FB.
Okay. But I definitely want to say thanks for interviewing with me today. It's been a pleasure listening to y'all journey. And definitely congratulations on y'all 50th anniversary.
Oh, Lord. Yes.
That is a blessing, you know. I had to go back and tell my aunt, I said, hey, I'm having Blue Magic on, and she was like, oh, I love them. And she started naming all these songs, I think Rainbow and something else, and she was loving. I was like, okay. She started sending me so much music to check out of y'all's. So you definitely gain a fan here with me. I can't wait till y'all come to Atlanta. I definitely will come out and support and bring, you know, some people out. And continue y'all journey. Be the best that y'all could be. I hope 2022 be the best year ever for y'all, you know. And
Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah, we appreciate that. Thank you.
We appreciate
you're
you.
welcome. And y'all definitely will be in the magazine. So I'll get that out to y'all. And
Oh, that'd
Thank
be
you.
that's everything else. You got my support.
Yes.
great.
Shout out to
Great.
our publicist, Yolanda Mack, for setting us up and introducing us to you.
Mhm.
Yeah,
CC.
shout out to her.
Yeah, she's a homegirl, CC. That's Chocolate City, man.
yes, my hometown, DC
Yeah.
for life, you know.
Yeah.
But yes, like I said, congratulations on everything, you know. And I know y'all are happy because that's a big thing to still be relevant 50 years from now. Ooh, that's a long time to be in the game, you know.
That's a long time to be alive.
Yes.
Let more.
Well, guess what? Y'all still look good. Y'all still sound good. Y'all still making music, and it's still, I mean, everything is still good. So, hey,
All
that's
right.
a blessing on blessings on blessings.
All right.
All right.
All right. Well, have a happy Wednesday and be blessed.
Hey, you do the same. Thank you. All
Thank
right.
you.
All right.
Bye.